Yo, what's good, people? It's the Pride of the East Side, DJMH Tutter, along with Ken Ray, Cargo, and we got a guest host this week, goes by the name of Joy, and this is the 40-ish Now What podcast. Make some noise, everybody. How y'all doing?
Yay!
Yo,
Y'all good? How y'all feeling out there?
Amazing.
Good.
feeling with both hands, baby.
That's very important. That's very important because sometimes two hands is better than one.
I gotta touch everything.
I like the way you put that. I like the way you put that. And y'all know, kick off every.
The hands.
Say that again.
If he didn't have sight, he would need his hands.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Then
Y'all know how
the movie about Ray Charles, but we don't go there.
That's a fact.
That wrist.
Y'all know how we kicked off every show, right? So drinks up, drinks up, drinks up.
I jumped ahead of you guys.
Salute to everybody. Toast. Salute. Let's go. Okay. So tonight's show, we're a week away. Well, what, 6 days away from the election, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's important that we talk about politics this week. It's a lot happening. It's a lot going on within the world, and with these elections, and with you know, some very important topics around the election that we need to talk about, right? One being, we're gonna kick it off with the new appointed Supreme Court Justice. I'm apologizing right now because I don't even remember the lady name.
Amy Coney Barrett.
Amy who?
Amy Coney Barrett.
Yes, her. I've heard the name in a lot in the news, but I just remember it right then and there. Blame it on the Jack. Last week I was drinking Tito's. This week is Jack. So her, what Joy said, and Joy, give us a little bit of background information about her, please.
Not much. Everybody that I know being from Chicago, like, oh, they're so excited. Oh, she served on appeals court in Chicago. That's going to be great for us. No. So you have to look at her views and paper she has written, and also what she teaches as a professor. But to just start off with a little bit of education, you know, we have the three branches of government: the legislative, executive, and judicial branch, right? So all these three branches were made to keep checks and balances. So one entity wouldn't have control over everything. We all know the legislative branch makes the laws, which is Congress. Executive branch is composed of the president, the vice president, and the cabinet, who carries out those laws, and the judicial branch, who evaluates those laws, right? The Supreme Court. So, you know, I mentioned it to a friend. It's like, I don't care anything about that. Like, so what? Who getting appointed to the Supreme Court? That's not important. Actually, it is, right? So she's part of the judicial branch. So if the sitting president is appointing this Supreme Court justice, who needs to be confirmed by Congress, right? So you have to think the president is going to appoint somebody that will be aligned with his or her views, right? So yeah, he's gonna appoint her. If the president has Congress in his pockets, which we know he does, because the Republicans hold it, right? Then they're actually going to side with the president. And I don't like to use the word influence what the Supreme Court will rule on, just past presidents. Like, it will affect you. You know, one of the biggest things and the biggest controversy is talking about the abortion law, right? Of course, she's not going to jump in there and try to change that immediately, but you know, you have somebody with that view there. Also, right now, the Republicans.
Wait, I'm sorry, I don't mean to cut you off. So you saying she's one of the ones who are anti-abortion, anti-woman choice?
Yes.
Oh
yes.
wow.
Yes. So they're gonna chip away at smaller things. It may not be just completely abolishing the whole law, like women's right to choose and all that, but she can make some changes where it can impact a lot of people. So of course, you know, just abortion with rape and incest, that's a big thing.
That's huge.
That's a big thing. So I think it is a concern for everyone.
You know, that's a big thing for your opinion. Let's keep that in perspective. For your opinion, that's a big thing. But there are people out there that.
But you have a daughter who was raped. You have a daughter who was raped. And
okay, but at the same time, there are people that don't want to do that.
Oh, clearly.
So let's keep that in perspective there.
Clearly. But I don't want it to be dismissed like it doesn't affect you when it possibly can one day. It could. That's all I was that's all I was trying to say. Like it could possibly affect you. Like saying, the Republicans outnumber the Democrats 6-3 on the Supreme Court.
Mm-hmm.
So just think about that.
So how do y'all feel about this new Supreme Court justice?
Oh yeah, I'm that friend that didn't care. Let's get that out the way.
Well, you know what? my opinion on it, honestly, it goes a little bit beyond just her being appointed to the Supreme Court. I mean, it goes to pretty much all of the federal judges that Trump has appointed since he's been in office. You know what I mean? Like it. So just going up through the ranks, appellate judges, federal judges, then you get to the Supreme Court. You have some things that, we're talking about, abortion rights, things like that. I mean, you got things that are important to a whole lot of people that the way he set it up since he's been in office, it won't even have to reach the Supreme Court just for the simple fact, if I appeal on one level, well, then my appeal is going to go to another Trump appointee, who has his same views. So it's never going to, go higher. You know what I mean? So he set up the court system even beyond the Supreme Court to affect the lives of many people, I mean, for years to come, because these are lifetime appointments.
Exactly. So they make sure, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry, you weren't done talking.
No, you're good. You're good.
That's what they do. They want to ensure their legacy will still be carried on with their appointees. That's the point.
So Ray, you said you don't care about it either way. I'm kind of with you, but I want to know your opinion, why you don't care.
Oh, you coming to me. I'm not saying in terms of I don't care. Of course, yeah, this stuff does affect how our government is ran. But the truth of the matter, you gotta look at it. It don't matter what side promote them. It's another white supremacist on the Supreme Court. That's just what it is. So you can say, okay, yeah, this lady, she don't want to kill babies no matter what happens if you got raped or whatever. But okay, the Democrats, if they can have an opportunity to promote somebody, it's going to be the vice versa. They're going to do some little shady shit to affect us from the bottom on that end too. So, I mean, you could say these things like some people like, oh, they're rushing their candidate. Oh, well, they have the power to do that.
Word.
Okay.
No.
They have the power.
Do you remember the pushback?
If you have a Republican president that's in office, he has the power to do that. So these little sensitive ass Democratic people need to pull the draws out their ass and stop crying about it. It's just what it is.
So we should just accept it, right?
I'm not saying accept it. You could go whine about it like every other Democratic that's whining about it. That's cool. Go whine about it.
Go whine about it. No.
This is my question though. Like we don't really have a say in it, right?
Well, I think we have a say. We don't have a direct say in it. Our say in it is basically based on who we vote in, Congress and the like, to match up with, to align with what you have.
Yeah, gotcha.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Right. And that was going into starting with your local election, starting with your local people that you put in office that eventually move from being an alderman to the mayor, to the Senate, to the president, like, all that's connected, right? So it starts really at the local level.
I agree with that. So that kind of segues into our next topic, which is I'm sorry, I got excited. Which is if black people make up 13.4% of the population, why is our vote so important to each party? Because 13.4% ain't a lot.
You know what? I jump in real quick because I got a quick answer. I think it's just important just for either candidate to say, I got black folks on my side. You know what I mean? Because 13.4 is not, in the big sense, it's not a huge number, but it bodes well for me to say, hey, look, I carried, the black or African American vote, however you want to frame it. I mean, it's important to say, I'm that guy, I'm that woman, who carried this group of people pretty much.
You know what? I feel that the reason our vote is so popular because we are the biggest influencers of the world. We influence culture in so many avenues of just being us, from entertainment to, we move culture. No, I don't know,
and to piggyback on that, Mike, that's the fact of the matter. It's
Yeah.
if you really look at it, we pretty much create the wave of how things go
Absolutely.
in the world. If you want to look at it,
Mhm.
if you look at most music, it's us that pushes that. If you look at most fashion, it's us that push that.
Word.
If you look at
Even media, even media, like we the ones who push media. We the ones who push everything. We make cool.
And it's so funny to hear you guys' views about that. Like, that's not why I even see it to be important. Do you guys know that it was a time where black people couldn't vote at all?
Absolutely.
Do you know how many people died to give you the right to vote?
Absolutely.
I don't want this is me personally. I don't want those lives taken in vain. Like, they work so hard and it gets me all emotional. I'm sorry. Like,
No, you good.
You know what? I hear you on that point.
like that's what
But those people died to give us the choice to vote or not to vote. Remember that, or not to vote. They give us the choice.
No, I disagree.
They pay for that choice.
I'm gonna tell you right now, if they told your black ass that you couldn't vote today, you would be in an uproar. You ain't never voted in an election as long as you've been 18 years old, and they told you couldn't vote, you would be in an uproar.
No, I wouldn't.
Really?
No,
soon as somebody tell you can't do something,
how I look at this, you're not actually voting anyway. They're pretty much giving you a choice. They already made the choice, and they're pretty much you just picking from what they gave you. So is that voting, or is that just picking from what a person gave you?
You know what? Don't vote and don't talk to me about anything that's going on in your neighborhood.
No.
No, I'm not saying.
Since I made that choice and I didn't choose that person, I can talk to you as much as I want about that person because I chose not to vote for that person because that person do not have the same views I have. So y'all, what are you saying? You saying a lot of black, what they call them, cliches and shit. That's what you're saying. You pretty much a parrot from what you hear from everybody else.
Am I really? First of all,
have you not met me? Repeated almost everything. What's the next thing is
thinking person you will ever meet. Let me tell you something. I'm gonna do what I feel, not what anybody told me, not what CNN said. I'm gonna choose what
I'm doing it right now. You're doing what they told you right now.
What, to vote?
Yeah.
First of all,
you just told me a bunch of cliches about why you should vote. That people died for your vote, but at the same time they died for you to make a choice.
Well, I ain't gonna give you a cliche. I'm finna give you some real life right here.
Let's go.
Real life right here. I done spent 21 years going into my 21st year in the military. And to hear the commander-in-chief, the leader of the free world, talk about how we're suckers and losers is so gut-wrenching. It's gut-wrenching.
Who is suckers and losers?
While you were sitting at home, I ain't personally attacking you, but I'm talking directly to you. While you were sitting there.
Hey, wait. I'm sorry. I don't mean to cut you off. But who did he say was suckers and losers?
The military and like dead, deceased soldiers, things like that. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
He called them suckers and loose. That's what he said.
Gave this life. So while you were sitting at home, enjoying your freedom, I was sitting somewhere scared something was gonna happen to me. Didn't know if I was gonna get blowed up. Anything.
Joy, I'm glad you said that. You
Right.
made the choice to go to the military, did you?
Say that one more time.
Did you
Yeah,
make that choice to go to the military?
Why? You want to know why? Please ask me why. Please ask me why.
Why? Please say.
Because my parents didn't have money for me to go to school.
Okay, and that's the same thing every black kid have. But you still made the choice to do that.
I didn't do it to serve my. I didn't do it.
So I'm sorry. I don't want to sound insensitive to you.
Okay.
But that was your choice. So you have to deal with that. If you got to hide from duck bullets, that's the choice that you made.
Mm-hmm.
You could have got the student loan like the rest of us, but you chose to fight for the country, which I do commend that because I have a daughter that's in the military right now.
Uh-huh.
But that's the choice that she made.
Okay, wait. Hold on, y'all. Hold on one second. I'm Joy. I'm gonna give you a chance to respond.
Okay.
Dante, you sounded like you had something to say on a matter when Joy spoke about our ancestors dying for us having a right to vote. So what was your take in on it?
Yeah, when Ray said that, they died so we can have a choice. I mean, I in a sense, if I digest it, I kind of understand what he's saying, but at the same time, I believe, and I'm not saying that this is what he's trying to do, but I think it's kind of diminishing what they did to say, they died for a choice. Like I think
how so, Dante?
Because I believe
choice.
Hold on, let me finish.
Hold on, Ray.
I believe the fact that our ancestors did what they did, you know what I mean? They did that because they wanted to have a voice, right? And so I just feel that if they died for me to have a voice in a voting matter, then that's what they died for. They died for me to have the chance to vote. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion on it. So I think when you use the word, which I do have a choice, I have a choice to go out, cast my ballot. So I get it, but I just feel that they died for me to go to that ballot box, and have a chance to have a voice in my country. That's just the way that I look at that.
You know what? I respect that opinion, but it's still a choice. It's still the choice to go there. Mm-hmm. That's what I believe. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. Now, it's not saying, okay, yeah, we fought for this right. Now we have to go vote, even if the candidates there are not worth voting for. Mm-hmm. Then let me add, I don't see the logics of that. You please tell me what's the logic.
I'm kind of with you, Ray, because I'm in agreement to that. Like, if it's my right, it's my option to vote or not vote. We don't really have a say in a candidate, right? Like, we don't get to elect who is going to be the nominee per se. We, like, on a local level, we have somewhat of a choice, but we pretty much given these guys in a box and say, this is your choices. Who are you going to vote for, right? And 10 times out of 10, none of them represent what we need them to represent, right? Like, to even go a step further in that, if you go back and reading the Constitution and you read up on politics and stuff, like, the system ain't built for us to even have a real voting chance. Like, it don't matter who you vote for, what you vote for, it's still pushing white supremacy.
Pretty much.
So to me, that's almost along the lines of saying, every white person is a white supremacist. You know what I mean? And
I I ain't saying that, but
Hey, you know what?
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this.
Let me talk.
I'm gonna let you respond, right? Let me just say this, Ray, and tell me if I'm y'all tell me if I'm wrong. I don't know a president besides Obama who wasn't.
Whoa, hold up. You say Obama?
Yeah, who wasn't pushing white supremacy, right? Like Obama, that's a different conversation.
Well, okay. I can say that he was not pushing white supremacy, but I don't think he was pushing black power.
Of course, but you get what I'm saying.
So if
what I'm getting at is the Constitution ain't made up for us to win. Like it ain't like if you read the Constitution, black people ain't even considered human beings in it, right?
The Constitution is outdated.
It's outdated.
Super outdated.
It is, but there's still a base there, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's still a base there, and I kind of heard something. I'm not sure. Somebody said something about Obama didn't do what? Did I hear somebody say he didn't do nothing? What did you say?
You heard what I said, so let's not play that.
No, I'm being. If I want to make.
I said, he did not push white supremacy, but it's not like he pushed black power.
Oh,
if he was supposed to be a black president.
The question I posed to you: how was he supposed to push black power?
What do you mean? He's supposed to be black, which he's not.
How was he supposed to push black power? What was he supposed to do?
Because like every white president push white power.
So he's part of the executive branch.
Just like every white president puts white power.
You know what he could have did? Just my opinion.
There we go. What could he have done? That's what I want to hear. Don't bring me a problem and you don't even have a solution. That's what I'm talking about.
He could have gave us reparations. He could have did that.
But you know what? I think we probably just need to kill that. We're never going to get reparations.
Absolutely not. I'm with you. I'm just being. You saying what could he have done? Like. He could have.
Because okay, let's say this.
It's crazy how motherfuckers make excuses for a black president. Stop making these fucking excuses for Obama.
I didn't make an excuse.
That's what could he done?
Like, and when I mean reparations, I don't mean 40 acres and a mule, right? Like something he could have gave us an acre and a car or some money or like something to say, this is finally give something specific for us. We ain't never got shit specific for us. Like something specific for us was like that was our only shot in the dark and getting it, and we ain't get it.
But what would be sufficient though? You know what I'm saying? Because somebody's gonna have a problem.
The Native Americans got free health care, land.
We should have got.
Well, that's another thing. That's another
kind of stuff.
Why did you know why they got?
They got tax.
History, you know why they got land. What he was gonna do? Give us land here in the United States that didn't belong to us.
What do you mean? We helped build this shit.
No.
What are you talking about? We helped build this shit.
We helped build it, but it didn't belong to us, right?
Oh, there you go. It didn't belong.
There I go.
It didn't belong to them white people either.
Well, we could go so many different ways with this conversation about about land that didn't belong to us or what happened.
All these excuses.
This excuse. But you ain't got not one solution.
Wow. But I haven't heard one from you. But BS.
Okay. So I keep spicing this because we gonna transition to our next topic.
I thought you were going to say we're gonna take a break.
No, we ain't taking no break. We ain't taking no break. Put your glasses up. Take you another shot. If anything, you ain't gotta take a break. Take you another shot.
I thought we had commercials.
After this break, everyone take a breather.
But we're gonna get into the next topic of conversations, which is why do we have to vote for the lesser of two evils? Since we're speaking on voting. So, of course, the candidate is just
nothing. Who cares about our ancestors? I'm sorry, all my cliches. Like, we don't really have to vote for nobody because we don't like neither one of them, right? So you don't like neither one of them, then you don't vote and don't complain about shit because you didn't vote for nobody. So whatever you get is what you get. And I'll open the floor to anybody else that has something to say.
What's crazy about that? Let's go back to what you just said.
Okay.
You can't complain but you don't want to choose between the two pieces of shit. Let's, if you want to go back to your Roe versus Wade, so you want to choose between. So if you had to vote for the person that raped your daughter and the person that raped your son, would you want to make that choice?
You know those both are crimes, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Regardless, let's go with this. Regardless of what it is, let's call it that.
I'm not going to even comment on picking between two people
No.
unless you want to talk about
You just said that people that don't vote
versus Donald Trump's crimes. Do you want to do that? Is that what we're getting ready to do?
What you mean? You got the same guy. You got the same guy that put black people in, with his 04 crime. I mean, his 1994 crime bill.
You know.
So wait, okay. Let me say something about that.
It's okay because he said, "Sorry, niggas."
Let me say something about that. Right, real quick, because I got into a heated discussion about that, which was that crime bill didn't affect me personally because I'm not a criminal. Somebody said this to me, and I'm like, regardless if I'm a criminal or not, it affected me because indirectly I'm a super predator. If even if I ain't do nothing, right? Like I'm automatically looked at as a target. I'm automatically targeted just because of who I am. So his crime bill, it helped and it didn't help. Because let's be clear, I don't want to sit here and justify that I'm totally against it or neither that I was totally for it, right? Because America was fucking out of hand in the 90s. Let's just be all the way clear. Let's just be specific because I'm in Chicago and I've been in Chicago all my life, right? So Chicago crime was ridiculously out of hand, right? Would y'all agree with that? Yes or no?
No doubt.
I can agree with that.
In the 90s, like they talk about and complain about stuff now, it's not even nowhere near the amount of violence and things that we endure in the 1990s, right? So something needed to happen to help us. However, that crime bill hurt more than it helped. It put a lot of people in jail for some years that didn't deserve as many years as they got for certain cases. And we can go in depth on different ethnicities doing the same crime and getting lesser time. Like it was specifically targeted at just us.
And that's real on that. It was targeted at us. And if you look at it, a lot of father figures left our hoods because of that. And we have to look at that.
And several other things, though. There's several other factors as far as the father figures, but that we'll just discuss that one right now.
Well, to sticking to the topic, we lost father figures in the hood because of that. We lost people. We lost people that pretty much taught our youth because of they had little bit of drugs on them, which is not right. It's not right to
you can't condone it. You can't condone selling drugs and nothing like that.
Or even having it on you, or even doing it, because in our community, the focus was on the drug of crack rock. That was our drug of choice in the hood.
It destroyed our family. It destroyed families. It destroyed us as a people. It hurt a lot of people. We're still suffering through that trauma today.
But that same drug of choice was in the purest form was predominantly in the white community. That was their choice, drug of choice, and they did minimum time for that drug.
Still do.
So do you think, because I'm not gonna sit and definitely what we're discussing, definitely happened. So do you feel like someone's views can evolve over time?
That's
like, do you believe if it was Biden and all the rest of them, if they get up and say, we were wrong for that, okay, do you take that as okay, they feel that they were wrong, our people got hurt, so we will never forgive them for that?
Let me ask you this: how do you forgive them for that, though? Like how do they make it up? Like it's like, okay, it's like you say today, oh yeah, we fucked that up. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Like sorry don't fix nothing.
It doesn't. It doesn't fix it. But that was 26 years ago. You trying to tell me
Yo,
you
not
saying
let's not diminish that. This is the guy that's running for office right
I'm
now.
not I'm
Don't
not
say 26 years ago. This is the guy that's running for office now.
you're
So
right.
it's not. We can't put that in the background.
No, I'm not saying that. Just what he said. Like you don't think their views change over time. That was 26 years ago. You don't know what type of experience he's had between then and now. Then and now, and what him trying to make to correct wrongs that he made so many years ago. That's first of all, and that means you should never be forgiven for anything. Anything.
Okay,
Any,
okay. Let's stop this. Let's stop this.
no,
We talking to somebody that hurt our families.
oh, okay.
Word.
About somebody that it's just like
Who hurt our people, who hurt our population. Yeah.
Your relative.
So
Away your brother.
So the forgiveness is conditional.
Are you
No.
kidding me?
I mean, the forgiveness. So the forgiveness is conditional then, because like if you didn't affect my family, I can forgive you. But since you affected my family, then I can't forgive you for that.
just like you told me, don't worry about the abortion because it only affects me because I'm a woman, right?
No.
You did.
That's your choice. That's a person's choice. These are the people that won. So they have if we're going back to the abortion thing, these are the people that won. That's their choice.
Okay.
That's just what it is.
Okay.
Now, hey, if you go out there and you get your candidate, maybe your candidate might do something for you.
So wait. Let's we gonna have. I want to ask two questions in one right now. So, the question number one is for you specifically, Ray. Are you anti-abortion or pro-abortion, or or women's choice, pro-choice?
I don't. You know what? That's a good question.
Mm-hmm.
With that, in my opinion, do I necessarily agree with abortion? No, I don't. But I do agree with special cases of it. That's the best way I can say that, where incest is involved and things like that. Now, if this person going to the Roe versus Wade, strike that down or whatever, I hope there's stipulations in there where there are cases where of rape and other different situations that are involved. But necessarily, do I agree with the abortion thing? No, I don't agree with it, because when you lay down in that bed with a person, you playing Russian roulette, and you have to know that's a possibility.
Okay. The next question was pretty much what we're talking about right now. Like, how do y'all feel about both candidates? Like, I'm gonna give each person a floor, and I'm gonna start with you, Dante.
Okay. So, all right, I'll start with the current president. I think he's a horrible human being. Yeah, horrible is probably not even the best word. I mean, he's a despicable person, man. He's a liar, which, don't get me wrong, all politicians lie. Please don't misunderstand me, but he's taking lying to a whole nother level. So I don't care for him. I don't care for him. As far as Joe Biden is concerned, one problem that I have with Joe Biden, same problem I have with Trump, his age. I feel that he's too old. They're too old, both of them, to be president of the United States. I don't necessarily have a major issue with Joe Biden. I just think he's not the best candidate that we could have had. I have different choices, even from people who were in.
So Dante, you're making the lesser of two evils vote. That's what you're saying.
Well, anytime you vote in politics, because I can be running for president, and if you vote for me, you will be still voting for the lesser of two evils, because there's going to be something that I present
I disagree.
that you're not going to agree with.
I disagree.
Totally disagree with
I
that.
disagree because if you are for a person, you're for them.
Mhm.
So it's not a lesser of two evils. That person aligned with your issue, with
What you believe in.
what you believe in.
Well,
So
I'll say,
that's where I'm coming from with it. I see you, Joy. You might as well go on here and
well,
go.
see, I'll say this before you jump in, if I can.
Sure.
I mean, I said I think Trump is a despicable person, right? But I can't sit here and say that I'm totally against everything Trump has done. You see what I'm saying? So, like, to say that there's one politician who strictly aligns with my, beliefs, that's never gonna happen, no matter who's right.
Said that. It
1,000,000%.
never say never.
So that's why no matter who that's why I don't look at it as the lesser of two evils, because this is just politics.
Hold on, Dante. We got a comment real quick.
Yeah.
Jonathan Bynum is here, and he says, how is Trump despicable?
How is he despicable?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Coronavirus is a hoax. I mean, let's see. I've done more for Black people than Abraham Lincoln. I mean, that's
But to that point, you got one guy saying, if you don't vote for me, you're not Black enough.
I don't agree with that statement.
That's some old Negro.
I don't agree with that statement. I wouldn't have made the statement personally, even being a Black man running, I wouldn't have made the statement. But
you can be comfortable enough to say that. That's really say something about your character and what you think about Black people.
I mean, well, just like Trump was comfortable saying, "Hey, Black people, vote for me. You don't got nothing to lose."
So now we're back to the lesser of two evils. That's what you're saying.
I mean, that's politics.
That's what it sounds like.
Jonathan Bynum got a few comments. So the next one is Biden doesn't care about helping people. And hold on. He said Biden made the concrete jungle comment and even said Romney was going to put y'all back in chains.
Yeah, that's an old comment.
Okay, and I'll just say, okay, Jonathan.
But he made those comments.
But he made the statement.
Are those comments accurate? Yes or no?
Well, I'm not saying that they're not. I mean, I don't know because I haven't read them. I'm not saying that they're not. You know what I mean? But again, like Joy said with the whole, super president thing, if you want to bring up everything in the past that a politician has said, then we ain't gonna have nobody run.
You know what the funny thing about it? Both y'all Negroes on here is fucking making excuses and not holding these people accountable. Stop making excuses. They said it. They did it. That's what it is.
Okay, so if we say that they said it, they did it, then what?
That's the question.
Okay. I got it. I got something. Go ahead, Joy. Go ahead. I'll go after you.
So you're right. You tell me somebody that you align 100% with all their views.
You don't have to align 100% with anybody's views. I don't align with all three of you guys on this panel 100%, but I still like you.
Yes.
I still like you.
Yes.
So what do you mean you don't align with all my views? Is you crazy?
Like
all my views is right.
Be a very good friend, and I think that some of your views are I don't agree with. That don't make me not want to be your friend. That don't make me not want to put you in a position to do better if I had that opportunity, right? I just want the things that I care about I care about to be heard and feel like that you're going to do something about it. First of all, I don't like, I'm going to just say it. He's a sexist, a racist. I'm talking about President Trump, a bigot. Like, I cannot have somebody being the leader of the free world that speaks so freely about that and incites other people in our nation to think it's okay to be racist and nasty.
Well, let me answer that.
I'm
Let me
still,
answer that. I
I'm
want to
still
go
talking.
into that a little bit.
So that I'm not going to have. That's me talking personally. That's I'm not going to have that. So I'm not saying so what Uncle Joe said these things 20 something years ago because I do believe views change, experience changes a person, and that's what it is. Let me tell you something. I do care about healthcare. For all you know, I have a sick child. Now you have the current sitting president want to take all those benefits that I may need for my sick child away.
I actually have a sick child.
Right.
Well,
I'm just speaking personally. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like I'm just saying like
well,
those things are important. So know that
well, us as I stated before in this conversation, us as black people, we're looking for some type of reparation.
no, no,
How come? No, look.
it's black people. And then I want
Let
to
me finish my point. I just let you say a lot of stuff.
y'all
But
say Trump isn't a politician. Y'all know he a businessman. So let's stop throwing
Okay,
that.
okay. Wait, Joey. Wait, Joey. Go ahead, Cameron.
like I said, we talking about you speaking about the healthcare thing.
Mm-hmm.
How come black can't be offered free healthcare in some
You
form as reparation?
said that one.
I'm just curious on that
You
point.
said why black people can't be offered free health care?
As in some form of a reparation package in some form, how come healthcare can't be free?
So I have that same question, right? There are some countries that do offer free health care for
Healthcare.
everyone. And I'm not educated enough or even can't even process how we structure something like that as a nation as far as like our debt is concerned and how we can offer that. I don't know if it's even possible with
But go
Well, okay. I'm gonna say
going back
something.
to your point, Joy, you just said something about Trump taking away our health care in some form. But who's to say that Trump can't offer something better? I just got
we
that.
haven't heard it. I'm glad you said that. It's always talking about, oh, we have a new health care bill. We got something coming. It's coming. It's coming. You ain't told us nothing about it.
He
So
had 4 years.
give us.
Who's to say that he's going to take it away? Maybe he's selling that as a point to his
He
fans.
just said he is getting rid of Obamacare.
And
Where
he didn't
have
get
you
rid of
been?
it. He hasn't got rid of it. Maybe that's
Wait,
something that he's saying to his fan base.
but you just said, what if Trump offers us something? He ain't offered us nothing yet.
Nothing.
But what if?
He's not.
Wait. He has done a lot specifically for black people, which is so one
No,
of the.
no. I thought we were talking about the healthcare.
So we're talking about
Healthcare. Yeah. Healthcare wise, I agree with y'all. He hasn't not done anything specifically for healthcare. It's just been a conversation, and I don't know what's the big deal about removing Obamacare, right? Because Obamacare is basically providing healthcare for every citizen in America, rather if you don't have insurance to your job or.
But you still have to pay for it. Let's get that straight. You still have to pay for it.
True. Okay.
Because that's a big excuse to say, oh, it's the greatest thing in the world, but you're still paying for it. Some people don't want to pay.
Yeah, I forget it for free, but when your ass gets sick, you're trying to run into.
But how is it? Let's say it like this. How is it free?
So let's not go into how it's free, right? So a lot of
there's people.
Well, okay, wait. I just want to say this.
Stuff like that.
I just want to say this because it's gonna change. I don't even know if I'm supposed to say this, but I'm just gonna say it, right? The reason healthcare in America is so fucked up is because it's America capitalizes off disease. America capitalizes off
Absolutely.
Oh yeah.
off you being sick, right? So
there you go, going into another show.
yes, it is. I'm sorry. I ain't trying to go too far. I just want to put that out there, like, and I don't even want to get into the specifics of it. I'm gonna just leave it at that. But that's a whole
Let's
different
table
ball.
that.
Can't get no money from you if you heal, brother.
Yeah, that's
Did
a
you guys
whole.
share the show? I'm curious. Did you guys share the show?
Ray, what you so okay, the lesser of two evils. We had that discussion. Dante,
Yeah.
this week you said you had the subject matter for Give It to Him Raw.
Yeah.
So I want you to give them to him raw right now.
Yeah. Okay. So this is my view on why people fly the American flag in the United States. Now, this was before I had this view before, I knew Joy was a veteran. I can understand if you are a veteran and you want to fly the United States flag. I understand that 100%. But in these specific times that we're in, I just believe the majority of people who fly that flag, they're flying it to try to tell you something. And that's something that I believe that they're trying to tell you is going back to the supremacy discussion. Like
white supremacy, let's not shorten it.
Okay. Yeah, the white supremacy discussion.
Mm-hmm.
This is our country. This is our land. If you don't like it, get out of here. We're going to fly this flag. We're going to put this flag on the back of trucks. So it's almost like I'm flying this flag trying to intimidate you. You know what I mean? And we're all living in the United States. You know what I'm saying? So to me, if I'm living in the United States, I'm an American. Why am I flying a flag to say I'm a proud American? I mean, I live in America. You know what I'm saying? I'm born in America. Say if I was, what can I say? Like, if I was Jamaican or something. If I was Jamaican, I'm living here in the States.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I got my Jamaican flag outside my house to let you know, hey, I'm Jamaican, proud of my culture, my heritage, things like that. It's just like, dog, I know you're an American. You know what I'm saying? And so you flying this big ass flag, on the back of this truck, I just think you're trying to trigger a reaction from somebody. That's just my personal opinion.
Okay, so you're talking about they're trying to intimidate people.
Mm-hmm.
Feel like you're beating around the bush. Like you saying,
yeah,
white.
I agree with Joy on this one.
You saying white people are flying this flag to say everybody else that came here that's not white, are they trying to intimidate those people? Is that what you're trying to say?
Not only the people. Well, when you say the people who came here, are you talking about like?
I'm talking about.
People?
I'm talking about immigrants and black people. Are you saying
yeah.
you believe that they're trying to intimidate immigrants and black people?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Okay.
Yes, indeed.
So I'm following you.
Oh, yeah. Yes, indeed. 100%. 100%. And I'm sorry I didn't verbalize it the way that I wanted to, but no, 100%.
Okay.
So Joy, you being a person in the military, how do you feel about that? Like,
I don't give a shit whether you fly it or not. Okay. On my right shoulder. I don't give a shit. And here's the thing. I joined the military not because I love my country, not because I'm a patriot. I did it to get money for school and to give myself a better chance and to eventually one day have some generational wealth to pass down to my children.
Okay.
So I think sometimes people get a little confused when they hear me talk passionately about the military. Like, oh, and I've had friends say this to me, like, you just love whatever. It's anything on this show.
Talk your shit.
Go ahead.
You just love all these white folks and what the military stands for and that. That's not what it is at all. Do you know the military saved my life and a whole lot of people that I know? I know a whole lot of people that were homeless and didn't have nothing else but to go to the military, and it was a way out. So let's be real clear about my stance on and staying in the military. I wanted to get out 10 years ago. I wanted to be done with it 10 years ago. But when I sat back and tried to figure out, well, what I'm going to do if I leave the military, where I'm going to work, how I'm going to do this, when I realized I knew that was going to save my life and and make a better way for my kid, I decided to stay in because I wanted that pension. I wanted those benefits that the military offered me. Okay. So I just want that to be clear because I feel like it was somebody was trying to attack. You can look at me. You can look at me. Somebody was trying to attack. I just want to now believe these
Hey, I got a guest that just walked up on me.
So I just want that to be clear. Believe me, and I love my experience, and I don't regret it at all. But I did it for those reasons. So, like I said, whether we fly the flag or I have one American flag, and it's in a case because I deployed overseas and during the war, the Iraq war. Other than that, I don't give a shit about flying no flag. I don't.
My position on it is I'm with Joy. Like the flag, I'm gonna be 100. The flag don't represent me, right? Like at one time, I felt like, you know what? I'm an American. This flag is me. My ancestors died for this flag. Like this represent me. Now I'm in a place where it's like, nah, fam. Like I know better, right? This flag don't represent me at all. Like they're constantly killing people of color in the streets. Police is killing people in the streets. We can have a million conversations about us killing each other in the streets, but that's a whole different conversation. But to me, the flag does not represent what America stands for. I feel like land of the free, home of the brave, that only applies to a few. I don't care how free I feel. I don't feel free in America. I'm just gonna be honest, right? Like I just feel like it's only I just feel like you crazy.
I mean, we're doing a show, right? I thought we were. My bad.
I just feel like the flag don't necessarily represent me and my people, right? Like,
and that's and that's okay to feel that way, like because it doesn't. Oh, this is a whole other topic for another show.
Let's go, bring it up though.
But talking about the flag, you said we don't feel like it represents us. I don't know if you and I had this conversation before about traditions, how other people come over here from their country, they bring all their traditions, they bring all their flags, and then what we got?
Oh man!
I'm glad you brought that up because
please
we
let's
don't
not
have a
talk
culture.
about it because I want to devote a whole segment to that about our traditions because
I feel you.
We don't have.
We don't.
Oh man!
You know
hey, please jot that down because that could be a whole. Please.
You know what's funny about the American flag thing? It's only pushed when it's convenient.
100%.
Oh no!
If you want to go into it, let's start off when Floyd Mayweather go fight. He's a Black American, but every Hispanic got to run out there with their flag, and they know they was born here or whatever. Not
even just Hispanic, like
everybody.
If you from Ireland or whoever
Ireland,
you know,
like when what's that clown fought? What's his name? McGregor.
Yeah.
Now everybody fucking Irish.
What's his name? Pacquiao. All of them, they are.
Yeah, everybody's but your ass is here.
But that's what I'm saying. Try to bring their culture here.
It is the same thing with with us with this football shit. So when we make
Talk
you
about
happy, when we make you happy when niggas on the field running and catching for y'all ass and shucking jiving and shit, it's cool to fly that flag. But the minute we want to talk about our issues and kneel, it's a problem. It's only done when it's convenient. Right now, it's cool right now because the Black Lives Matter movement is making money. That's why it's cool.
That ain't even our movement though.
That's another story.
That's another conversation.
That's another
Yeah.
topic. That's another show.
Hey, can we write all this stuff down, man? Because I don't want to forget none of. Okay, all right. Because I don't want to forget none of this stuff, man.
Okay.
Shows.
Which moves into the last segment of our of the show, which is Kenneth Ray, Ken Ray. I see you have a ballot.
Yeah, I have one this year.
You have an actual mail-in ballot, right?
Yeah.
So let me start with you because you have your ballot. Are you going to really use that ballot and vote?
Nope.
Or do you just have it just to have it?
You know what? I don't know.
Okay.
I'm just gonna leave it like that. I was hoping that you guys say something that convinced me. But I opened this ballot up and I'm torn because I don't. Before you say something, Mike, I don't know half these motherfuckers.
That's where I was going with my next thing.
Tag me in.
Uh-oh.
Wait, Joy. Wait, Joy. I'm gonna let you go. But that's why I was going with it, right? Because I'm gonna be 100% honest with y'all. I have not voted since 2012, right? The last time I voted, I'm gonna be specific. I have not voted since 2012 when we reelected Barack Obama as president, right? Mm-hmm. And in my reelection of Barack Obama, I realized a lot of stuff. What kept distracting me from voting the past few years is I realized the voting of the president doesn't have a immediate impact on my life, but my local election does. However, I'm not informed enough about the local officials. So I can learn about my alderman in my community, right? Of course, the mayor, the governor, right? But it's some specifics in local elections that I'm not aware of, and I don't think we are made aware of until the day of election, which is the voting of these judges, right? There's no campaign that I know of for the specific judges. We don't have a awareness of like their denomination or as far, and what I mean by denomination, I mean like how many black people they arrested or gave football number 2. And I ain't saying because you gave a black person football numbers, you're not a good judge. I want to know the fairness of your of your jurisdiction. Meaning, like, are you giving the same other ethnicities the same repercussions that you're giving us, right? Like, I don't feel like it's enough representation of the judges in a local election. So that's why I have not been voting, because I don't even know where to get the resources from to know who's who.
Okay, so that's what I want to say. Like, all that information that you're talking about that you don't know, you can't find it. You can get your ass on your phone or your computer.
But wait, what I mean is, I don't even know who's in the nomination until I get to the poll.
That's your fault.
Explain.
So I'm sorry.
I disagree with you, Joy.
Oh, okay. You can let me finish.
Wait. Let us say why though.
Done. So you can get your ballot early, just like he has, and he's talking about I don't know who these people are. You can sit on your phone and Google anything you want to. When the new Xbox X coming out, when the new 2K coming out.
That
Then
ain't me.
you can do
I
that.
disagree with you, Joy. I'm just gonna say that again because you
That's
right now you saying
Hold on, Ray. Hold on, Ray. Let it get a point.
that. But you can
it,
sit.
it's a point worth getting across because I don't even like where it's going.
I don't care what you like.
Let us say it.
So here's the thing. So just like he has his ballot right here in his hand, not sitting with pressure trying to hurry up and vote in the booth. He can sit right at home and look up anything he wants to about anybody. And that goes for everyone. And you can do your
I
research.
don't have a mail-in ballot though.
But
So who is that?
I ain't making no excuse. Hold on, Ray. Hold on, Ray.
so
Hold on,
No,
Ray.
no.
Hold on. Wait.
right, you
I'm gonna
said
give
you
you a
don't
chance.
have one.
Hold on, Joy. Hold on. I'm gonna give everybody a chance. I'm just saying. I'm talking specifically for me, not for Ray right now, because you
And
said
people like Mike.
he has a
people
ballot in
like
his hand. Hold on, Ray. You said that he has a ballot in his hand. He could
Mhm.
Google everybody. I don't have a ballot in my hand.
Right.
I can't Google everybody.
Right. But what I'm saying, you're right. I wasn't saying that, all right, yeah, he got one, but you don't, so you can't look him up. But I'm saying that opportunity was afforded to you. You see
When?
how to request an absentee ballot or early voting ballot? Like that's
I didn't. Like, let's be clear. Most citizens ain't going to get the mail-in ballot. Let's be honest.
so making excuses because
No, I'm not. I'm just saying when I get to the polling place, I want to go to my polling place. I want to vote and put my vote in, right? When I get there, I don't know who Roger Sanchez is from Philip Wardroff, and they battling for second seat jurisdiction, whatever district, blah 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 blah, judge, right?
okay.
Who? Okay, how do I determine who's who and why I should vote for either or?
So
So
it
Hold on. Okay,
Hey,
go Dante.
these
Wait. Go Dante.
so it goes to speak to how serious you are. I know a lot of people they do this all the time and get that ballot so they can research.
I'm a DJ. I'm a DJ.
You
I'm not a politician.
So because you're a DJ and you're too busy, you haven't voted. For those that are serious about it, they do get it and they do the research because you say certain candidates for different offices aren't campaigning where you can see their views. But don't act like the information is not out there for you to get. That's all I'm saying.
I ain't saying it's not, but I'm saying.
You know what, Joy?
Hold on, Ray. Hold on, Ray. Dante, because Dante, you downtown. You in this shit. Explain it.
yeah, so I'll tell you what I did. So we live in Will County. So we requested,
I'm listening. Go for it.
we requested mail-in ballots. Now you can Google like a sample Will County ballot, Cook County ballot, or whatever to see who's on there. So we requested the mail-in ballots because we wanted to be more informed with our vote, right? So the mail-in ballot comes to the crib. We look through the ballot, and especially with the judges. I mean, because you see all of the Dick Durbin and all them, you see all them on TV. They've been in there forever. You know what you like and don't like about them. So we did some research on the judges. You know what I mean? So we can make an informed selection. Once we did that, I didn't send it in through the mail because we just didn't want to do that. So we went, to the courthouse, with our little notes or whatever, and this who we doing. Punched it in, boom, boom, boom. You know what I'm saying? But we did that just because we didn't want to just
Click.
Like we wanted to say, hey, at least I feel good about who I'm voting for because I know something about him or her. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we chose to do it.
Okay, Ray. Go for it, Ray.
Don't act like that.
Oh man,
Out there.
what I'm going for? I forgot what I was going for.
You want to cut me off when I said how serious you are about being informed about who you are voting for. Like, don't act like the information isn't there for you to get.
Well,
So we spend our time on what we think is important. If you don't think the shit is important, then you ain't gonna do the research. But you gonna look up when these Jordans come out. You gonna look up when this game out.
I'm 40. This is
You
a 40 issue now. What? I'm 40. I ain't looking up no Jordan. I don't care about no video game. None of that matters to me.
Get on here, rah rah rah.
but here's the
People,
thing. Here's the
you
thing.
ain't
Most
doing
people-
work. So
let's-
don't
let's-
blame nobody
let's-
but yourself.
But let's be honest. Most,
Asking a question.
I know. I talk like this all the time.
y'all
I
better
you
stop
the
cutting me
answer.
off.
Go Ray. Go Ray.
But to that point, yeah, Joy, I do agree that you do have that option to request a ballot, just like I did, and really look at these candidates
Mhm.
to that extent. But to what Mike is saying, the average person, which is not political savvy, they go to the polls and they listen to how the media tells them to do what they do.
Mhm.
Which that is the average person. That's how they think. That's how they. It's just like I've heard multiple cliches from, not to attack both of you guys, but I've heard multiple cliches from both of you guys that I've heard on TV. I heard on the media. I heard.
I ain't talking no cliches, fool.
He's talking about me and Joy.
Oh,
I've heard that,
well, that's you
It's
can talk about them. There's no talk about me.
and that's cool. That's how we condition. You know. Yeah, it's the truth of the matter. Because at the same time, you guys only talk about 2 candidates. When I look at this ballot, I see 6 candidates.
And you know you can write anybody in if you don't fit.
And you,
Hey, Ray,
that's
if you don't,
what
Ray, I swear to God, Ray, if you don't write Kanye in, you not my boy, bro.
but to your argument earlier, Joy, if I decide I wanted to vote for Howie Hawkins, which is on this ballot,
Mhm.
so you saying I don't have the right to complain about Trump or Biden?
No, you
No,
do.
that's what I'm saying.
No, I said when you don't vote.
When you don't vote, period.
I don't know shit about Howie Hawkins.
Who
Even if I go look that motherfucker up, it's not enough information. You can go look these people up, but it's not enough information to give a sound decision on.
But it is a way though.
says who?
It is a way because
You don't care enough.
if you want to look into these candidates, you can. I mean, every candidate is sending out text messages, all type of stuff. So if you want to get involved,
Yeah, but let's be clear. Let's be
Let's
clear.
be real. Let's be
How
real,
Hawkins' campaign ain't nowhere near Joe Biden campaign.
whoa, no.
But
I'm not,
Dante,
no.
Mike,
I'm
I'm
not-
gonna cut you off on this with Dante.
No.
Let's be real, Dante. Your ass, I don't know who you voted for, but I know your ass ran down there and voted for fucking Joe Biden. You didn't look at no fucking Howie Hawkins, Gloria, fucking Rivera, Brian Carroll.
How do you know that 100%?
Oh shit.
How do you know that 100%?
Okay, let's have
What are you talking about?
hold on. Let's have a 40-ish now what exclusive moment. Dante, who you voted for?
I wait for to disclose that information. That's
You not proud of your vote.
Exactly.
You not proud of your vote.
Oh no, I'm proud of my vote, but I voted for Joe Biden.
I wasn't. When people be like, "Oh, I can tell you who I voted for," like,
Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck 100.
Hey.
You voted for Biden.
And I voted for the Willie Wilson party.
you.
Hey,
ain't-
Hey, shout out to
Oh,
Willie
God.
Wilson.
I
Yes,
like-
judging you.
I like Willie
I'm
Wilson,
judging
too.
you. I said,
I like Willie.
Dr. Willie.
Dr. Willie.
Man, why you not messing with why you not messing? I didn't even want to call him Uncle. Why you ain't messing with Willie Wilson? Please tell me why. Please tell me why you not messing with Willie Wilson.
I love Willie.
I'll rock with Willie Wilson. Please tell me why.
I ain't doing it.
And matter of fact, he's the only one that's gonna make me vote for this shit.
Okay.
Oh, for the good doctor, man.
Yeah, that's a hard pass.
You gotta vote for Willie Wilson, man. If you ain't voting for nobody else, vote for Willie Wilson.
First of all, and I'm not finna engage with any more political talk with you that you don't vote. And we still friends, but shame on you.
Why?
Shaming you right now to vote.
Let me tell you why I have not voted since 2012, right? Because
in any election or just like the presidential joints?
Presidential joints.
You want to know why
It's just one election.
Presidential joints, right?
Your block is you ain't vote for the right alderman.
My block okay. My block is okay. I love my block.
You missed my point.
I'm gonna say, like, my block.
Let me tell you,
they fill out potholes, everything. Like, shout out to my. But no. This is what I want to cover real quick. And my reason for not partaking in the presidential votes. Y'all do know Hillary won a popular vote, right?
Yeah.
She won a popular vote. Like, we've had 4 elections where the popular vote don't matter.
Don't get me started, bro.
When a popular vote don't matter, why we voting?
Don't get me started. Please don't get me started, bro. Don't get me started. Please.
I say Ken Ray needs to become a lobbyist. Leave your job. You need to be a lobbyist. Carry your ass down to DC and do the work of the people.
I don't care about politics to that extent.
But you know what though?
Everything is conditioned and controlled. And be honest with you, it don't. You know what? Voting do not matter to a person if they have this. If they have money, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter who you put in office because your dollar controls what you want to do anyway.
But it matters if them taxes get hit though.
Not really, because if Trump or the person that you want to say that hiding his tax returns, all he's doing is using the loopholes of what our United States put in front of him.
Can I speak to that? I'm gonna give y'all a fun fact. with that.
Let's go.
So, to be a federal employee, right? To be a federal employee for most federal agencies, you have to pass a background, get a security clearance.
Mm-hmm.
And they go real deep into all your personal business, family, associates, and in your right. So just at this little secretarial type job and requires a security clearance. You get $50,000 that you really can't explain away, and that's don't get a security. You don't get this secretary job. Free world owe $15 million to God knows who, and that's okay. If he wanted a regular federal job, his ass wouldn't get it. I just wanted to throw that out to you guys.
Well, he never mind.
That's why I want to run for president because I'm acting fool.
Do you see? You can do it.
Let me ask you a question. If Dante was president, what would you do for black people?
I don't even know yet because I ain't came up with it. But I'm gonna tell you this: whatever I do, ain't nobody gonna be able to have nothing to say about it.
Facts.
You ain't gonna have nothing to say about it because anything goes.
So Congress ain't got nothing to do with shit, huh?
I mean, they technically they do.
They do, but my executive order is my executive order.
And if Congress is in my favor for whatever party I'm running with, oh man, I'm running roughshod.
Ass up, and that boils down to your local elections to get people where they supposed to be, so we can.
Indeed.
That
you know what I don't disagree with the local elections.
Yeah,
because those are people that are more close to the ground.
Indeed,
but I just believe when you up there higher, those candidates are chosen for you to a degree. It's just like Joy. I'm pretty sure you've been on dates and shit, and you went on dates with a dude or whatever, and he gave you 2 choices. He just said, "Hey, if you want to go to Chili's or you want to go to Fridays and shit." But the perception is,
Joy, you still got people taking you to Chili's and Fridays.
That you made the choice.
So you said you just Chili's Fridays night. It ain't no Applebee's like.
he gave you those two choices.
I'm
But
sorry.
it sounds like you made the choice, but actually he made the choice.
He already made the choice.
He already, and
So-
that's the same thing that happens with
Joy, tell us who, Joy. First of
Yeah,
all,
he met me. Let
no,
me
I'm cutting you off because first of all,
Because
you
that's the
ain't letting me
same
take
thing
her
that
to
happens.
Fridays. Tell her, Joy, you ain't just going to Fridays.
I ain't going to Fridays or chilling. Let me tell you something. Time, my time.
Yo,
Tell you something. You can't get it back. You can't buy it. It's just gone. So you not gonna give me no choices. So I thought you knew me, but apparently you don't. Giving me some Chili's. Is Chili's even still open? Let's be honest.
Regardless
No,
of what
I
you
get it.
say,
I was
is you insert that with two other restaurants. You was given two choices,
I
and
get it.
those two choices was these two, and you said, "Oh, I picked this restaurant." No, that motherfucker made the choice for you, and that's the same thing with our presidential election. You given two choices, but the
You
reality
It's
of
to
it,
the
you have 6 choices. And no, 7, because you can write in about it. A person in the back.
Vote Kanye West. Vote for Kanye West.
So,
so had a choice who you wanted to get in before that. And how many candidates did we have? Was it 12? Or was that the mayor? Because I can't remember. We had so many. This damn cat, get down. We had choices on who we wanted to vote to be. So who we was gonna vote for?
You out here smacking cats, man?
I know, like he trying to get all up the chair. I'm just trying to not be embarrassed and shit. But we didn't just have two choices. We chose Biden.
Hold on. I got one more. I got one more comment before we get out of here that somebody made. He said, Jonathan Bynum. He said, if Biden gets elected, your livelihood will be diminished.
That's right. Trump talking about we finna be going to depression.
Okay, bro.
Oh,
okay, bro.
Everybody's entitled to their opinion.
Y'all ain't fucking with bro. So y'all ain't fucking with bro.
You right, bro. You right.
Livelihood will be diminished.
You right, dog.
All right, look. We gotta wrap it up.
Tell me, before we get out of here, Mr. House, because you've been cutting me off a lot.
Oh,
but
you aggressive.
You guys tell me. You tell me how Biden's gonna make our life better. Tell me, please.
That ain't for me. I don't feel that way.
I don't make my life.
Say that again, Joy. You kind of come.
How am I now?
You good?
So I wouldn't necessarily say Biden will make my life better, but I will appreciate not having the leader of the free world not be a racist in office. And
okay,
not denouncing white supremacy as the current sitting president has chose not to do on several occasions. So if that's all I get, I will take that.
So you just want to feel good. That's what you say, because a motherfucker won't. He say things that make you feel good to get in your jaws.
Feel good.
Okay. It's okay.
Hold on, Ray. You saying Uncle Joker still? You saying Uncle Joker take Joy down?
Uncle Joe trying to get him some pussy, and he got a bunch of pussies out here voting for him.
Yeah.
He get y'all little panties wet.
Hey, cue the music, bro. Cue the
Wait.
Isn't a racist? The media markets him into being a racist.
Cue the music, man.
They both racist.
Okay, wait.
We can read his live tweets, sir.
I'm gonna say this. I'm not pro-Trump. I'm not anti-Trump. I'm not pro-Biden. I'm not anti-Biden. I will only say this, and I mean this for anybody who runs for president. I don't want you to run the free world and be the president of the United States, and you running it in a from an emotional standpoint. We can't nobody win from that, right? Like you ain't helping nobody in no way if you running the administration from emotional standpoints, right? So my opinion as black people, as I'm speaking specifically to black people, you got to take your emotions out of the candidates, right? This ain't got nothing to do with Biden or Trump. I ain't talking
To your point, Mike.
I'm just saying take your emotional stand. What you say, right?
About it 5-6 years ago, most of these black folks were singing songs and putting Trump in they music videos and all this stuff. So he was cool then, but now because Trump made a decision to, it's like this, just like we said earlier, the population of black folks is 13.4%. He decided, I'm going to cater to the other 60% that are black. That's what he really decided. If I can get their vote, then that's how I keep my seat in office. That's what he's doing. That is the name of the game. That's politics. He makes sense. Why would he denounce something where he knows that most of my people are white supremacists? Why would he denounce them? That don't make sense. That really don't make business sense. So people get up in their panties and their emotions, and that's the thing that's Biden feed off of. You play the game of the emotional thing. He's this, he's that, but Biden's doing the same fucking thing. If you don't vote for me, you're not black enough.
Hold on. I'm gonna post this last comment that this guy posted, and then we can get out of here soon. Yeah, I want y'all opinions on this.
I noticed you stayed away from the Ice Cube topic.
Oh no. We can go there. Let's go there. We ain't got to get away. We got to get out of here.
Statement because
let's see his statement. So Jonathan Bynum, he's here, and I salute Jonathan because he's been tuned into the show for the whole time. So
thank you.
Shout out to
Appreciate you, Jonathan. Even though I don't agree with you, appreciate
it.
you.
And Jonathan says, if Kamala Harris has challenged Joe Biden's racial tendencies, how would they coexist at a high level? Kamala has spoken out on Biden's sexual harassment claims and accused his racial jungle comments as being racist.
She has.
Can I jump in there?
Go.
The same way evangelical Christians and Catholics, all that, the same way they jump on the Trump train, even though sexual lawsuits he got against him.
Say that again, Dante. You kind of went in and out.
I said, just like all of the, Republicans who are about conservative values and, Christians and all that, the same way Kamala can support Biden at a high level, all of them jump on the Trump train, but he's accused of how many, sexual misconduct allegations, and we see no problem with that. Why?
So wait. So you saying, and the people go look at me like I'm just trying to be funny, right? And it's partially it's true. So you saying it's okay for him to say, it's not okay for him to say, I'll grab you by the pussy. But it's okay for the man to sniff to have some women who y'all know what I'm talking about.
Hey, I'm lost, bro.
Y'all see Joe Biden. Y'all see Joe Biden the clips of Joe Biden sniffing a young girl's hair, and y'all didn't see that? Am I Ray? You know what I'm talking about, Ray?
I know exactly what he's doing. He's like, oh, that's not good. Is that head and shoulders?
They are human, and we.
No, hell no. You can't say they are human. I got a 13-year-old daughter. You can't just say they are human. Stop fighting, man. Hell no.
I mean, why not? Ken Ray just been off the chain, whatever he say. So it's like, look, let me say whatever I want to say with my opinion.
You got me taking my goddamn hat off now. Like they are human.
They are human. He can sniff a couple of hair.
All right. Last comment. Last topic of the night. Ice Cube has been taking a lot of backlash, and he's getting a lot of flack for his comments. I mean, not his comments, but he presented a plan specifically for Black people the Biden administration and as well as the Trump administration. Y'all tell me, am I wrong? But from what I'm gathering, the Trump administration is the only one who's responded. Is that wrong or right?
So I can't speak to that because I'm really not familiar. I would need some more background.
But the Trump administration is the ones who really been pumping the fact that they've addressed some of Ice Cube plan, right? So I've seen a lot of backlash on social media, especially for Ice Cube, saying that why did he wait 4 years to come up with this plan? Why did he sit down and talk to the Trump administration about this specific plan? It went even as far as to say like cancel culture. They want to cancel Ice Cube, right? And so my personal take on that is, first of all, most people, most artists, because I'm gonna consider Cube an artist. I ain't gonna talk like he's a politician. He's an artist, right? I know Ice Cube from being a rapper, an actor, director, who's a mogul in the hip hop entertainment environment, right? So, but for you to say it took him 4 years to come up with this particular plan, I feel like that's a stretch and a foul shot at him that he does not deserve, right? Because the Ice Cube that I've witnessed, as far as being a part of the hip hop culture, not that I specifically know Cube, but what I'm saying is witnessing him from his NWA days till today, he's always spoken up for Black culture from day one, right? He's always talked for us. He's always spoke for specifically about us, about women, about the injustices of the police, about all kind of shit. So for him to get the backlash, I feel it's unjust. Where y'all stand at?
I'm not gonna kill him. I'm not gonna kill him. And this is not specific to Ice Cube. Just me personally. I know celebrities have a major voice, but I just kind of prefer, which I know people may say, well, if it's not a celebrity, it probably won't get the exposure, which is probably true. But I would prefer like the people who do the grassroots work, who are like really, really invested in this, maybe if he could have joined in with some of them.
What if he did though?
Well,
he probably did, which he probably did, but I have no knowledge of that.
Well, let me educate you on that, Dante, because
say it again.
I said, let me educate you on that.
Okay.
Yes, he reached out to grassroots people.
Okay.
And multiple. It's just like with your president.
He's just the face of it.
He is just a face of a agenda.
Okay.
Same thing with Q.
Okay.
He's the face because he's well known.
Okay, now, I get you.
Now to the point of
hold on. Let me continue. So when I said I'm not gonna kill him, because I mean, like you said, I don't know him, but his heart could very well be in the right place. I know you said he reached out to both campaigns. From what I read, the Biden campaign was basically like, get with us after the election if we win. That's what I read.
But here's my opinion on that, Dante.
Oh, whoa! You ain't gonna let me finish, bro.
Why wait?
No, just let.
Hold on, Ray. You gotta calm down, Ray.
Right. I'm not saying whether I agree or disagree. I'm just talking. I think with any second term president, whether it's Donald Trump, Barack Obama.
You said second term president.
Second term president.
Okay, let's go.
Whether it's Trump, Obama, Bill Clinton, I'm really not down with anything that you're promising going into this second term. Because in my opinion, you just want to get in for this second term. And once you're in, there's really no incentive for you to come through on those promises because you already got your 4 years. And after those 4 years, you're not worried about another election. So that's why
it could be said about if Biden get in. Once he's in, he's not worried about our issues.
Well, that's not necessarily true if I want to be reelected. You see what I'm saying?
It goes back into our conversation about the 13.4%.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ray.
It's just like what they say, the benign neglect policy that the Democrats have, which was shown in Hillary Clinton emails. That pretty much you say, okay, black folks, I hear you, and I empathize with you, but they do nothing. If you want to be realistic on that, and it's the same thing what they did to Q. They did the same exact things. I hear you, everything sounds good, but they don't want to meet with him. So I'm just trying. I really don't see the logics of people getting mad because this guy is actually, you like it or not, Trump is our president.
Mm-hmm.
And why us as black people can't reach out to him to try to push our agendas?
Mm-hmm.
I just really, it really just sounds stupid to me. Well, I'm not going to say stupid. I'm just going to say I just don't see the logic.
Okay, Joy, what's your take?
I can't speak to it because I didn't hear anything about it. I haven't seen anything about it. I guess I missed that one. So I don't have an opinion about it at all. I have to look that up and then maybe we can have a conversation about it.
Okay, I respect that.
It's just one of those things where when you look at multiple people that argue about it, it's always switched back to why is he reaching out to Trump? Because Trump is the person that can actually probably do something if he does. I mean,
Again, I'm not pro-Trump, but I will say that
So am I so what I'm understanding is he's getting backlash because he reached out to Trump about
pretty much
he
because
never reached out to Trump. They reached out to him. Both parties reached out to him, but one party said, which is the Democrats, they said, I hear what you said. I empathize.
No. I think he reached out to both parties, right? I could be wrong, but
I listened to this extensively. I watched probably about 20 interviews on this.
Yeah, I don't know. I think he reached out to both.
I thought he came up with it. So they reached. Wait. Let me ask this: Did he reach out? Did they reach out to him to ask about an agenda, and he came back with the agenda?
They reached out to him, both parties. They heard him speaking on it. They heard him putting this together. Both parties reached out to him, and they exchanged discussions. Let's say it like that.
Okay.
Because matter of fact, I'm watching an interview on it. Before we were watching, I was watching another interview on him with him saying this. They reached out to him.
That wasn't the interview we was listening to. No, I'm sorry.
Nah.
Yeah. But one discussed it with him. They say, all right, it sounds good, but we will dive deeper into this after the election. The Trump party, they actually discussed more with him about this issue. But here's the thing about that. You have to also realize there was a political agenda that the Republicans are trying to satisfy.
1,000,000%.
It's the black vote.
1,000,000%.
But they did try to work with us.
Yeah, I gotta see what y'all talking about. So
and they pushing a lot of rappers right now. Am I correct, Ray? Because like I seen a few photos floating around social media with Cube, and they had Cube and 50 Cent wearing Trump hats, and they like get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, that was a bogus picture.
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
And Fifth, as the artist 50 Cent, he plays on that all the time. As he said, he's seen. I guess he seen the picture and turned around and said, "Okay, I'm gonna vote for Trump because of my tax."
50 Cent needs to be somebody's office. I don't know in what capacity. I don't know if he needs to be somebody's governor, if he needs to be in Congress. Like I would vote for 50 Cent. I really would. I think he'd be a good politician, but that's my opinion though.
I would rather see Jeezy in office. I'm voting for Pastor Young. Sorry.
50 if you run for office, whatever you are,
It's
run
different.
for office.
Sorry.
Saying.
All right, go ahead, Ray. You want to say something in closing?
I do. I'm sitting here looking at this ballot, and I was just hearing you, Joy. You said, "Yeah, I could research," but the realization of this, I still wouldn't know these people, even if I read up on certain things. What you look at this list of judges here, I've never heard of none of these people.
That's the
I've
point of
never heard.
research. Like, what are you talking about?
I mean, you could say as much research as you want, but stories are written online just to sway of a opinion of a person.
You know what? I don't have the answer for you because every time I give you something, you making another excuse. So,
No, it's not exclusive.
but
It goes back to what I said. When you go to your Applebee's restaurant, you got to choose your Applebee's and your McDonald's. That person had already made the choice for you.
you know what?
That ain't true because if I go to Cane's, right? If I go to Raising Cane's right now, I could get a 4-piece chicken tender, and I asked for it. They ain't make that for me. They just tell me if I want to go to Raising Cane's, they ain't make the choice for me to have chicken tenders. It was my choice to pull up there and give me some chicken tenders.
You could have had those chicken tenders, but I told you, hey, let's go to Raising Cane's. Whatever.
You know what? Come on, King Records. Now, just either research the shit or don't vote.
But I'm with you. I'm with you on the election though, Ray. As far as the local government, I'm with you on that. But you know, if I want to go to Raising Cane's,
my closing note,
give me some chicken tenders. It's on me.
Your choices I've already chosen for you. You just gonna have to make the choice between if you want to eat at Applebee's or eat at Chili's. Those choices are already made for you when you sit down there because you hear nothing about the other 7 other candidates that's promoted. You have none of this stuff because this is what you condition. So you can say, okay, like Joy, and say, hey, yeah, I can get my election ballot, but the reality of the thing is that was already made. There's only 2 people that's on the stage. Not the other 6.
That's true. That's true.
You know what?
All right.
I'm gonna agree to disagree, and I don't want to talk about that anymore because you're gonna do whatever it is you want.
Fuck it. Vote for me. Okay. You see me? Vote for me.
4 years, I'm on there. In 4 years.
Write me here and say I'm voting for DJ MH Tedder for president of the United States, right? Like why not, right? This is the 40ish Now What podcast. We had to do this specifically about the election. We had to talk about it because we 6 days away from the election. I don't care who you vote for. Get out there and vote. I ain't mad at you about your voting.
Mike, you said you just contradicted.
I'm not contradicting myself. I ain't mad at you. I'm not mad at you if you don't vote, right? Like vote, don't vote, do what you want to do. I'm not. Yeah, that's where I stand. I ain't never declining on that. Like that's who I am. That's what I've been doing. That's why I'm at with my vote. If you vote, you vote. You don't vote, you don't vote. Right. As you see below, subscribe to our YouTube channel, 40ish Now What podcast. Check us out on Facebook. We got Instagram, 40ish Now What is also the Instagram. We're working on the Twitter. You'll get a chance to talk to all of us on Twitter, especially Ken Ray, because he's gonna be controlling that Twitter. So you want to argue,
Your man.
and get very opinionated. That's what it's gonna be. Joy, we appreciate you for coming in.
Man, salute.
Thanks for having
and you welcome to come every week if you want to be a part of the 40ish Now What podcast. We'd love to have you because we do need a female voice. And yeah. So I'm gonna tell the audience this too. Next week will be the day after the election, so we ain't gonna go too much into the politics no more. It's like it's over. It'll be over. We'll talk a little bit about whoever was nominated and good luck to you. Fuck you too, but we gonna go into that. But we gonna get back to the real shit that the people really want to hear about us because I know they tired of talking about hearing about politics. So Y'all got any closing things y'all want to say to the people?
Appreciate you.
Thank you all for watching, and please vote. Or if you don't vote, that is your business, but please vote. That's all I have.
Do what you want to do. Because I'm gonna do what I want to do with this ballot.
Because God gave us free will. Don't vote. Don't
Yeah.
vote.
I'm gonna do what I was just reading on this, and they were saying, hey, if I decide not to vote, send it back. I'm still gonna send it back. But the only person I'm gonna vote for maybe is Willie Wilson.
Throw up them W's.
Shout out to Uncle Willie. All right, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Again, like, share, subscribe right here on YouTube, man. We appreciate y'all for tuning in. This is the 40-ish Now What podcast. We out.